If you've got a kid in school right now, it's almost certain they're learning that skin color is the key question about people. It's the most important thing. Some children's color makes them tainted. They have white privilege and must be punished for that. But here's a question. If white privilege is real, and everyone in our ruling class seems to assume it is, if it's real, then why are so many people pretending not to be white? It's not just Rachel Dolezal or Elizabeth Warren. In the Varsity Blues college cheating scandal, parents were told to invent fake non-white heritage for their kids in order to improve their chances of getting into elite schools. One person who may not be surprised to learn this is Chokal-Ingam. He's the author of Almost Black, How I Got Into Medical School by Pretending I Am Black. He joins us tonight. Joseph, thanks very much for coming on. So it does make you wonder, and this is not in any way an attempt to pretend that American history isn't real, the ugly parts of it, of course, it is real. But this idea that white privilege is the dominant fact of American life is challenged, I would say, by this fact. Wouldn't you say?
Well, the Varsity Blues admissions scandal kind of shows that white privilege is somewhat of an archaic notion. Because, in fact, Rick Singer advises clients to lie, as you said. It's actually quite common for white people and Asian Americans to lie about their race in order to get admission to school. They call it the Pocahontas factor. I did it. You mentioned Senator Elizabeth Warren. They do it because they know it can improve their chance of admission. Now, as an admissions consultant for sosadmissions.com, I recommend that my clients not disclose their race. If you are Asian American or white, do not disclose your race in your application for college or graduate school, as it can be shown statistically to reduce your chances of admission. So the best option is not disclosing your race, which kind of indicates the opposite of white privilege, if you think about it.
Well, it kind of does, considering that, and this is one of the points in your book, that elite college admissions, I mean, that's the doorway into the American ruling class. I mean, that's one of the pivotal decisions in a kid's life, is where to go to college. What college can I get into, right? So if being white hurts you there, how does it help exactly?
It also hurts you in employment as well. But the truth is we're missing the point. You talk about going into an elite ruling class. The truth is that there are merit-based factors in admissions, like your grades or your letters of recommendation or your essays. And we need to move towards a merit-based system of admissions.
Amen.
And college admissions consultants like me, rather than encouraging people to lie about their race, why don't you help them to write a more effective resume or an application essay or do well in an interview? Because by teaching someone to do well in an interview or do well in a resume, you're teaching them skills that will help them not simply to succeed in their interview or their application, but you're teaching them skills that will enable them to succeed in life. So rather than promoting a society where race is a huge factor, we should promote a society in which we focus on the merit-based factors and help people to give skills that will help them succeed in life, because that is the purpose of an education.
Amen. Amen. I think you said it better than I could have. In the 30 seconds we have left, since you do this for a living, do you think we're moving closer to that or farther away from that?
Well, with the new adversity score, I'm just afraid that we're moving away from that, because, of course, the adversity score can be manipulated simply by declaring you have a different address. Focus on the factors that help you succeed, your grades.
Right.
Those are the things that will make a difference for the long-term better of our education system.
We sure hope so. Joseph, thank you so much for your perspective. Great talk to you tonight.